How's it going, Green Team? On this video, I just wanted to talk about story in video games. Obviously, this is a very broad thing, a very broad topic. But I want to quickly just give some thoughts on what I've been thinking about lately. The whole reason this is coming up at all is because I recently went to 2K to play some BioShock. Now, if you haven't played BioShock before, I highly recommend you do. BioShock is awesome. It's so good. It's one of my favorite stories in video games of all time. I didn't even beat the second one. I loved the first one. I loved Infinite. The second one never did it for me, but I'm definitely going to beat it this time around with the remastered collection coming around. But playing through a couple hours of it again, it just made me realize how many video game stories have legitimately changed my life. And that sounds like such hyperbole, but it's not. I mean, I can think back up to even the earliest days of being young and playing on the playground and being so influenced by the video games I was playing at the time. Yes, even at a young age, I was playing everything from, Doom and Duke Nukem and Half-Life. I know, it's terrible, I'm messed up. But a game like Half-Life, for instance, even though as the protagonist, you didn't say anything, your character says nothing, you experience the world through those eyes, though, and the story is told that way. And it's really interesting to me. Even still, what an impact it had on me. Even just the gameplay elements and the storytelling techniques that came through gameplay had a huge impact on me growing up. There are people out there who play games just for the gameplay. There are people who skip cutscenes, which to me is insane. Like, I can't even wrap my head around that, because that's what holds it together for me. I think of something like Halo, and what makes Halo so special, in my firm opinion, is the story. To have this connecting theme, this story, makes even the multiplayer more fun. There's story behind every weapon, behind every suit of armor, and that's special. That's important to me. Take a look at the new Star Wars Battlefront. It's honestly kind of a generic game, and it probably wouldn't have sold very well at all on a standalone basis. But slap Star Wars on there, and you have a whole different thing. You're thrown into this universe, this massive story. And just like Halo again, the weaponry, the characters, they all matter. They all have a place. Going back to Half-Life, it's interesting when story comes from the environment. In Half-Life 2, the environment itself is a character. This world you're put in, these obstacles that are thrown at you. I love when a game can tell me story without explicitly just throwing it at my face. Look at a movie like WALL-E, for instance. How little talking there is there. Or Castaway. I love those movies because they break down the idea of storytelling. Show, don't tell. I'm even a big fan of stories that you have no idea where they're going or what they mean in the end. I'm thinking of Limbo and Inside. I mean, there's theories out there and some of them are pretty good, but I love that. I love a good head scratcher. Games can be art. And it's unfortunate that we're almost getting away from that lately. 2016 is... games are very corporate. Games are just being cranked out, unfinished, essentially betas. Where you find your true gems are in the indie games. That's why I'll always love indie games. There's stuff out there of just people creating for the passion of it. And if we're going to talk about it, even my YouTube. Once my YouTube became a career, and if those of you who are watching here don't follow me on Ready Up Live, my big YouTube channel, it became a job for me. And a lot of things became no longer fun. What I created before, just out of the passion, was just being seeped out of it. And I still feel that way right now. This is the stuff that's keeping me up at night, is that what do I love doing? But how can I also make that a career without losing my passion for it? It's a really interesting time in the entire gaming scene, whether it's for content creators or game designers or anything like that. I'm going on a huge tangent here. I mean, it all kind of wraps back around, but still, I just wanted to just talk. I want to make more of these videos, and I hope you guys enjoy them, and I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I want to hear what stories really impacted you. I'd love to hear that in the comments. What really moved you? What game story has stuck with you? Whether or not you necessarily loved the game, what story, what element of a story really, really, really stuck with you for a long, long time, and you just can't get it out of your head? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'll reply to some comments, absolutely. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next video.